focused on the new game mode in Fortnite called Prop Hunt, and it is going to basically be me showing you some secret spots that you can get onto and all that. So you want to go into the house at the start of the match, and you see this thing on the floor right here. It's this apple, but it's, tell you what, just get it on the table. So you want to get into this object, you want to open the door like that, hop on top of the door. It's really hard to get at first because if you're not used to it, which I definitely am not. You can do it this way or you can do it another way, which I can show you as well. But you go like that, you hop over here. But I tell you what, I'll just do it my way. My way is a lot easier to do for any people who are wanting an easier way. Why did that just happen? Why is it? What? Why am I lagging so badly? What the hell is going on? Right, okay. I mean, I might not make it, but forget it. I wish I had limited time on this map, but I don't. It's really annoying. Oh, flipping heck. This game is officially rubbish. And it flipping does this. It's because I'm trying to play it solo, but it's really annoying because it's really awkward to do. But I'll show you in a minute. Why am I... Because I can't be a prop straight away, because I have to wait, I have to do a specific thing. And that is... I'll show you in a minute. But it's really annoying to have to get, so... You have to do it a specific way, because there is other ways to get on, but the problem is it's really awkward to do, so you have to bear with me right now. So you want to press start game, you want to head on in to a match. It doesn't really matter, obviously if you're going to be playing this against your friends, or you just try to get the things down, like understand them first, then this is a way to do it. Just do it solo. You only get 4 minutes though, so you have to do it really quick. Right, so the way you got to do it is you got to come to the back of the barn over here. You want to jump up here. Then you want to jump on top of this. Now you have to be in human form because this is the only way you have glider redeploy. So you're going to fly over here. Now you're on the roof of the house. What you want to do first is hop down over here. Become the apple. And then... Oh, wow, thanks a lot, game, you crap. So it's really awkward to get this. Because you have to jump up onto the... Oh, thanks. God, this game is so bad at times. It's like whenever I try and do a video, this thing has to be so annoying and rubbish and crap, like this. Like it wasn't flipping doing this last time. Bro, what the heck is going on with this flipping game right now? Why is it lagging me off? Bro, what the heck is it doing? Bro, forget this flipping thing. I'm not even... This is honestly flipping me off. Haven't even flipping done. Bro, forget this then. You're supposed to be the apple on top of the house. However they flipping do that, I do not know. I'll have to do it my way, because my way is way better than their crap. I don't even know why they bother trying that. Like, it's so awkward. It's just because you can't get to the apple. That's why they do it. You have to glide over here like a proper thing. You have to try and get really small objects. But the annoying thing is, there's hardly any in the area. Did I get it? Yeah, see this bottle? You have to try and get that. See, because if you were an apple, you'd be able to fit in there way easier, but because it's really awkward and impossible, you can't. So yay. You have to do it that way, the way they want you to do it, but you have to pinpoint it very specifically. See, like, look, like this. You have to try and pinpoint that. So, you can either just get on the thing and hide anyway, because it doesn't really matter. Now, for the second spot, you want to come over here. Sorry about raging. You want to come over here. Hello? You want to come over here as the apple again. Well, this one won't be as hard. Now, you have to do this one pretty quick, because it is quite awkward to get. But what you want to do is you want to get into this little part of the stair here. And then once you're like perfectly in, like maybe that much, you can lock. And then you're pretty much invisible. It's a bit hard to get though because you have like a flipping thing sticking out. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can do it. But if you don't do it correctly, like that, you have to do it a specific way. Like that. That is pretty much bang on as just a TGB around on my stair. Another one that you can do, if you come over here, you rubber ducky. You can literally hide in tons of places as this thing. It's like, you come into the bookshelf. Hold on. Why is it lagging me? Like, is it because I'm streaming? Because you hate me, game? Oh yeah, it probably is. You can hide down here as well. Mostly in the bathroom is the best place to do it, because if it's not in the bathroom, then a rubber ducky just does not look right. Hide behind... Why is it doing this to me? Why does it have to be so offensive? Like, towards me. Try and get as close to this as you can, and then hit that, and then you're hidden, blah 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 blah. This game hates me anyway, so what a point. Play again. Now the next spot is a lot harder to get. It's probably the hardest one, I would say, out of them all. It's not the easiest of ones. There's two more that I've got, but this one's the harder one. I just want to get this one over and done with. So, what you want to do is, as the prop, you want to run over here. So you see where that canoe is, how it's balanced on top of that roof. You're probably thinking, well, you can't get on that roof anyway because it's not possible, but it actually is. So you want to come over here to these logs here, become this. Now it's the same door method. It's like, you have to do it a specific way. Like that way. You have to hop up. Like that. And then you come to wherever. And then you can just hide as it. So the best thing to do is get up here. So that you can just escape. And then if you wanna, you can just chill. Like that. I mean, no one's going to really bother looking up because you can't get up anyway. And the next spot is pretty easy. You go into the house. You can do that spot with the apple as well. So if you're wanting to do the same spot, no, I don't want to become a table. I want to become something on the table, which is you. So the next one, there's two of these. So this car here, you want to come into either the rim, so like this part here, and you're completely hidden. You just lock. I mean, you're in the car, and you can come into this little black thing here, right at the back, when you're hidden as well. You can do it on a car that's in here as well, which I can show you now. So if you come to this golden car that's in the barn, say you want to hide in the barn instead, you can come into the same rim, but mostly go into the corner for this one, because it's a lot easier to just go in the corner. Is it? And then freeze. Now the next one is not a car one, it is a hay bale one. So you want to come over here to this spot and then just hop down the back. You're in third person either way, well first, sorry. So you're pretty much alright and you're GG's. And then the next spot is to do with the log spot, except it's a lot harder to get with the apple because the apple is a lot smaller and you'll probably struggle getting into this spot. So I would recommend the log more, but if you have time and you're skilled enough, then you can get up here and you can come onto this, and then you can hide in that and freeze, and then you are locked in. Now obviously they can't see you, so you're pretty much invisible to everyone. Well, you're not pretty much, you like literally are invisible. And then you can become whatever, hide next to the canoe, maybe as the canoe, like that, but it just doesn't look the same. So you can just pick whatever. Anything you can sort of reach you have to become, because if you can't reach it, then it just doesn't work. Over here you can come out, and then it's a shame because you can only do it limited to what's like around. So like if you wanted to become the milkshake, you could literally just hide as the milkshake right here. But I would recommend doing it further to the back, maybe in the middle, because then you have more of a chance. You can just sort of hide like that, because people don't really expect you to be able to get on. So yeah, and then once you're hidden, that is pretty much it. Now when it comes to other spots, I don't really have any others, but I do have one more that I can show you. So I guess I do have another spot, but this one's a little harder, but it's not as hard as that one, the canoe one, because getting up there is pretty awkward, I would say. But definitely the other one that I showed you is quite hard. Alright, so it's this plant pot here. You want to just hop, and then you can get onto like the fence, and then you hop into this, and then you get further in it, which is it's kind of hard to get at first, but it's because you can only really get it by the fence, so you have to sort of sneak, hop in. There's like a glitchy spot where it's like solid, but it shouldn't be, so it's glitchy to get on. Well, at least I think it's just because I'm streaming. You normally can hit it pretty easily, it's just because I'm streaming and it's really laggy when I stream. The spots that I don't really have any others, because all the others are pretty hard to get. So, well, it's just not that they're hard to get, it's just I haven't found them. So yeah, so like the garbage one can be a garbage bin. You can be a lot of stuff in this, which is what I like. Garbage bin. So yeah, what I would recommend is just try and use some of those spots. I'm going to show some recommendations of props to be in certain areas. So like the best one for the canoe is definitely the either another canoe, but that's going to be a little awkward. The apple is definitely the best for that one, I would say, because the apple's just like OGG. So yeah. Anyways, I have a couple more spots, so I'm just gonna show you them. Now, I would recommend either the milkshake or whatever. So you can be this. I didn't mean the whole table, but hold on a minute. I didn't even mean the whole table. I meant like a little object. For example, the lotion bottle that is just conveniently right here. And then what you gotta do is just come over to here, and you can hide in this little area here, and then pretty much freeze inside the wall, and then you're hidden as well. That's my own spot. Some of these I have borrowed, and well, not necessarily borrowed, just used. And then this car doesn't really have any glitch spots on it, so I wouldn't bother trying to use that. You can probably get around here. Yeah, you can. And you can pretty much freeze inside there. So that's pretty hidden as well. What you got to watch out for is the pings though, but if you're in a decent spot, then it doesn't really matter. that you can't hop over. As you can see, this is like an invisible barrier, but if you come to the back over here, in between these two trees, you actually can get through, and you can like just chill and come over to this post and like hide here. And you're pretty much hidden as well. But obviously you are quite close to the hunters thing, so you gotta be careful if you're gonna use that spot. Now, if you these are the ones that I would use for trolling. I wouldn't use them for anything else because then it's just gonna be dumb. So you wanna be the RV, and you wanna just, my sister actually used this spot before me, so shout out to my sister. Oh crap. And you wanna jump onto there and just freeze wherever. It doesn't really matter because nothing, like, it turns out these parts you would probably think, well, all your tires are going to be looking through the wall, everyone's going to be able to see them. You don't actually see them. It's just you have to be more on this side at the start of the game because the hunters come out of, if you can just see where I just was with the lotion bottle behind those trees over there, where that big tree is in front of me, where it says players hiding down below that, you can see that little hay bale circle thing. Down there is where they come out of, so you don't want to be chilling over there. Then you want to just use my glider redeploy spot where you just come over here. The annoying thing is, you have to try and be a small prop. Now, definitely the hardest spot of these is trying to get the apple up here. It's just really hard. But it's easier that way. So you see on here, you just want to hop. Hold on, I'm going to get closer to the top. How did I just get that? And then it's good. Hold on. So on this, you can just jump up in one. That's why it's easier to be first person. Or easier to be in person. There, right? So you're gonna run, hop up, and then boom. And then once you're on the roof, you literally just come over here into this little tip, and you're pretty much invisible. Just get it right on all angles, and then boom, look at that. You're literally invisible. No one is ever going to find you. They're going to hear the ping right here, but I don't think they're really going to bother. So, yeah, this is pretty much an instant win spot. You don't really have to do anything, but it's just a matter of getting the apple up there. You can do it in these little flap things as well. These work. Also, you can hop on top of here. You can't really glitch around in here. You sort of just have to freeze, but then you sort of out in the open. Now, some spots I have been trying out myself, and they don't really always work. It's like a glitchy type thing. I mean, I know most of these spots already are glitch spots, but if you get what I mean, it's like not used, you know what I mean? It's like not the easiest spot to get in. So, I'll show you what I mean. The thing you want to be is come over here. This is my custom one that I've sort of been thinking about, but it's pretty hard to get, and I don't even know if it's actually possible. If you see here, it's pretty hard to get on. I don't even think it's possible, to be honest, but yeah, you can use this. Now this thing is actually pretty useful because if you come over to this spot, which I showed you before as any prop, open the door. Not the whole thing. I mean that log. Gosh. Game can be awkward. Come on, don't be mean. Yes, 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 yes. Right, and then once you're in here, see that big... Can you just not switch back from being this? That's just mean. Innit? Anyways, yeah, those are pretty much all the spots. I don't think I have really any more, but I do. I'm just gonna, right, so behind here, but that's pretty easy. These ones aren't really that hard to get in, so the harder the places to get in, the more thing it's gonna be. Now, a spot I've always wanted to get in, which I don't actually know if it's very usable because you can see through it, but it's like, it's sort of kind of awkward. It's like, it's sort of a spot, it's sort of not. Because the problem with it is, you're always going to be visible, I think. Unless you like the apple. And you're always going to be thinking, and I don't even know if it's possible to even get in there. So it's like, I wouldn't even really bother with this spot. This is just one for the lols. I'm going to show you another lol spot as well, which I call them lols. You can call them like trolling spots or something. It's pretty funny because I actually trolled my friend with one yesterday, which I'll show you in a minute. But basically, the way this thing works is you basically just have to go into the house. I know I said basically like twice then. You can be whatever you want, but I recommend the apple because it's quite small, and it's probably, I do believe this is like the smallest item you can be in this, and the smaller the item the better, because more spots you can get in. It's over here. Now I don't think it's actually possible to get in, yeah. That's what I mean. It's like it's like a barrier there. It'd be pretty cool if you could get in there, but you'd honestly just be able to shoot through it. Now I did see a spot online, but I don't think it's really that useful anyway, because you're literally just hopping down here and hiding, and that's it. That's literally the spot. Like, there's nothing else to it. It's just in here. That's it. But they're gonna find you straight away, so I wouldn't even recommend that. Now we're gonna go on to the trolling spots. So one spot is just to hide here. They don't notice you straight away, because then you can just sneak into the flipping stairs, and then they'll run down, and then blah 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 blah. You're all good. But the next spot is a glitch spot. It's not a glitch spot, it's my glider redeploy spot. So on the roof again, guys, you get the point. I like using the roof spot. I don't know why, I just like it. So okay. Alright, so yeah, you want to just hop onto the roof, and then you want to just be the windmill. Now I know this sounds dumb, because you're probably like, who the heck is going to be the windmill on top of the roof? It's so obvious. But I actually pranked my friend yesterday with this. It was actually really sad. I didn't think it would actually work, but it did. This just looks ridiculous, but it's funny. So do it. And then you can be like, literally, my friend saw me as this one, so I wouldn't really recommend it, but you can be this tree. Like that. But it's like, honestly, some of them are a bit ridiculous. You don't actually have to. But then this one is actually pretty useful, because if you come over to here in the house and freeze, it looks pretty natural, but there's too many chimneys on this house, so it doesn't really look too natural. Now if you can try and reach the milkshake cup, which is right over there, you can sneak into this spot right over here, is it? I mean you're still pretty obvious, so it doesn't always work. But what I can show you is another use of the spot that I showed you earlier, which is the log spot. But the problem, right, you have to, right, here's the thing that I want to show you. If you're going to be a log, don't use the log, like, just don't bother. There is honestly no point to you using the log for this glitch spot, because the problem with it is, let me show you, hold on. When you get into this, right, and then, crap. Is it just going to be mean to me now? I don't mean clear the door, I mean flipping get on it, you dumb thing. Oh crap! Right, anyways, once you get in, you can't come out of it. You can't press L2, which is what you normally aim with. You can't press that to get out of it. So you sort of have to just use it. Now, one of the things that looks a bit ridiculous, but it's pretty obvious, because it's never ever there, is this. But it just looks so dumb. But it looks kind of natural, but it just doesn't at the same time. If you're new to the map, you can prank people that are new to the map, but if they already know the map, then there's just no point. I mean, this game's just hard in general, trying to flipping get people, so. You have to always be the apple if you're wanting to change prop when doing this. And you don't fall down the gap, so don't worry about that. But it's just because you can only literally come back on this spot, like with L2 being the apple. You just can't be anything else. It just doesn't work. And then look, I can literally be this big giant coat hanger thing that doesn't even do anything else. It just is literally there. Now I've never really tried the RV, but it's just not far enough anyway to use. So you sort of have to just be working with what you got. It's annoying because I wish you could be the logs, because then you could have a better chance of it, but it just, some stuff just doesn't let you work. So you can also be the canoe. Now the canoe is a pretty good one, because if you come over here, you could literally just do that, or potentially, wait, hold on, we might have a new spot here, guys. Boom, like that. Just do that, and then the person that's underneath you literally just sees a canoe. They don't even see anything. So yeah, that's pretty much how all these glitches work, and I will see you all in my next YouTube video. Peace.